Around a dozen deputations were made during an Ontario Finance Committee meeting in Kenora this past week. Funding requests were made by a wide variety of groups, each hoping to be considered in the province's 2023 budget. Vasilios Bellos has more.
The KDSB, in partnership with Seven Generations Education Institute, is asking the province for $21 million to cover 75% of the capital costs for an expansion to the Seven Gens Kenora campus. That would include residential units for students and their families.
Student dorms, like bachelor units, but also multi-bedroom, because we do know that we have single parents who are looking to get an education who have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting children. And what we also want to end is the cyclical, just a generational cycle of poverty as well, knowing that if we help mom, we will help the children.
The KDSB also made an appeal for more affordable housing supply, while Seven Generations is asking for dedicated operational funding.
One of the things we have to do is rent out half of this building in order to make ends meet.
The Kenora CMHA is also asking for operational funding. They're looking for an increase of at least 8%, saying their budget has not kept up with increasing demands and that they are struggling to retain staff.
We simply cannot do more or provide even the same level of service when we aren't resourced properly.
The Kenora Seniors Coalition wants provincial support for a safe consumption site in the city, although MPP Dave Smith encouraged the group to find a local proponent as the government itself doesn't lead the process.
Citizens of Kenora, young and old, are ready for action to be taken to clean up our streets.
The Northwest Business Center is looking for a funding increase, saying their budget hasn't gone up in more than 10 years. Forestry companies Weyerhaeuser and Resolute are both asking for the province to address a skilled labor shortage and to divert byproducts of the industry away from landfills.
It's sustainable, it has a positive element to climate change, and yet the government doesn't do enough to support this industry.
The red tape in order to get a landfill is timely and cost prohibitive. So we need the government to look at ways of utilizing the biomass that's available in Ontario for other things and not going to landfills.
One group that did not ask for provincial funding was the District of Kenora Unincorporated Areas Ratepayers Association. They pay the province directly for some services that might normally be handled by a municipality. They want more transparency on where their money is going, and they want to see some of their money directed into municipal long-term care. Vasilios Bellos, TBT News.